Hello everyone, this is your weekly update. We'll start with staffing numbers. Total sworn this week, 2565. Total assigned to patrol, 1,044. Of those, 62 on light duty, 6 in the critical incident protocol, 24 on military leave, which leaves a total working patrol of 952. Let's talk about the early intervention survey. We started getting some calls this week about that survey. I hadn't actually seen it, so I asked for it to be sent to me. Some of the concerns we had were it was supposed to be anonymous, and there were some questions on there that folks felt uncomfortable answering. So after reviewing it, I spoke with Sergeant Jacomer. He and Andrew Nullemeyer, he's a police research supervisor, are the ones that are behind or spearheading this survey. Sergeant Jacomer told me that they weren't able to send out an anonymous survey just simply because they had to send it to every individual employee, or at least those in patrol. But what's happening is after you complete that survey, it's going back to he and Andrew, and then they are scrubbing any identifiable personal identifiable information from it before the results and the information is sent off to ASU for their analytics. My suggestion after looking at some of those questions is if you feel uncomfortable answering them, pick the neither accurate or inaccurate option for that question. But if you have questions about the survey or anything else you want to talk to us about, just give us a call here at the plea office. Quick DOJ update. We don't have an update, actually, or the update is there is no information. Since they left after speaking with the chief, the city manager, and the mayor, we've heard nothing, at least police heard nothing. It doesn't sound like there's been a lot of communication. I know that there has been some requests for some information on some different things, but it seems like it's kind of like busy work because we're pretty convinced that the findings report is complete. So that leads me to believe that they are trying to gauge the temperature of the council. Since the council has to approve entering into any type of agreement in principle or consent decree. If you guys missed it, there was an article in AZ Central that actually was pretty good. 4 council members and the mayor all came out and said that they were not going to sign anything until they are able to have time reading the report. 4 other council members were actually silent on the issue. So I would encourage everyone and their families to email Councilwoman Pastor, Guardado, Ansari, and Hodge Washington to let them know your feelings about a consent decree and how destructive it would be to the city of Phoenix as a whole, but specifically the police department. I've included their email addresses in the body of the email that this video is attached to. Also, I've linked the AZ Central article in there as well, if you haven't seen it. Uniform Committee. We've been receiving some calls about the Uniform Committee and specifically how to get on that committee. If you guys want to be on that committee, fill out a memo, send it through your chain of command. If your commander approves it, it'll be sent to the committee chair, which currently is Assistant Chief DePonzio. And obviously they can't, if they get a huge influx of requests to be on that, they can't obviously accommodate everyone. But if you're interested in that, submit your memo of interest through your chain. This weekend, Saturday, KTAR and Mike Broomhead are hosting the Red and Blue at the Zoo event out at the World Wildlife Zoo. It's out in, I think that's not a surprise, I'm not sure, it's out west. But here's the catch, it's open to the first 1,000 police and fire families, plus 3 guests. So you can bring three family members with you, but be one of the first 1,000 to get in so you can get it for free. It opens at 9. There's a flyer in the email that tells you a little bit of information about it. But what I can tell you is last year we were out there with Plea Charities giving out some stuffed animals to the kids, and it was pretty incredible how fast and how early folks got in line before the gates opened to ensure that they were part of that first 1,000 folks to get in. So if you're interested, I would plan on getting there well before the gates open. The last thing I have is one of our trusted vendors, Mike Noddy, is going to be here next week. He's from Optavise, which was formerly known as Washington National. If you're not familiar with what they do, they offer a supplemental insurance policies. So something similar to AFLAC, but also I believe they have supplemental life insurance policies that you and your family can get at special plea member pricing. So he will be here December 4th through December 6th, 8 in the morning till about 4 in the afternoon. And if at least 75 members come down and just chat with him, there's no obligation. Just to come down and get the information. If 75 of you come down, he will put your names, all 75 or more, into a raffle to win a Rock Island TAC 1911 pistol. So if that's something you're interested in, come on down next week, December 4th through the 6th, 8 in the morning till 4 p.m. All right, well, if you guys have any questions about anything, or anything I've just covered, or anything in general, just give us a call here at the plea office, 602-246-7869. But that's all I have for this week. So take care of yourself, take care of each other, and we'll see you next time.